Hi, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your December 2020 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they are all linked and listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as you enter into this safe and loving space. All right. Now let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Virgo. December 2020 money and career, 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 Virgo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Awesome. And let's see your chakra energy for this time. Virgo. December 2020 money and career, Virgo. December 2020 money and career, Virgo. December 2020 money and career, Virgo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh, wow. Okay. 5. That's intense. So we're starting off here with love, the heart chakra, and we're going to equate these all to the tarot in just a moment. Then we have holistic health, the root chakra, communication, the throat chakra, balance, once again the root chakra, and then listening, once again the throat chakra. Okay. Now the left-hand side is your inner self. The middle is your heart, your emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. And this is your bonus card. So we have the 9 of Pentacles, Temperance, Sagittarius energy, time frame November 22nd to December 21st. You then have here the Seven of Cups and the Chariot, Cancer energy, time frame June 21st to July 22nd. The Page of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Queen of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You have the Ace of Cups, a gift from divinity, right here. You have the Five of Swords, something karmic is coming. The Three of Swords, the High Priestess, the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, I love that. That's really pretty. And Judgment. Your bonus card is the Ace of Wands, which is a gift that you are most definitely taking. And it is teaching you a lot. Now let's see the people who will be aiding you during this time. Who are the people who will be aiding Virgo? December 2020 money and career. Who are the people who will be aiding Virgo? December 2020 money and career. Who are the people who will be aiding Virgo? December 2020 money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh, this one. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. So we start here with Cernunnos. This is a Capricorn energy, time frame December 22nd to January 19th. Now do note with this energy and these people, they do not have to be people that you know in real life. They are going to be influencing your life for the better, and really opening up doors for you in ways that you hadn't imagined. And with Cernunnos, the reason why Spirit is saying, make this clear, is because there's a bit of a detachment around Cernunnos. Cernunnos is a nature god, and it is kind of like whatever happens. There's a sense of watching and, kind of taking things in around Cernunnos. So this is a person who kind of lays out the template for things, and you can move forward however it is that you are so guided to move forward in truth or in exploration or in discovery. And so here, there is a sense of something or somebody. It can be some form of media that you are engaging with this at this time, or a person that you're engaging with. It can be a person definitely that you know, but they start to open up a door. And just be mindful, because this energy is neither good nor bad. And this person is kind of like, well, whatever happens, happens. It should be experienced. And that could be their mindset for things. It's like kind of like experience everything once and see what happens. But just be mindful. Know your limits, okay? And know your truth as you do so. Then we have the Sagittarius energy, time frame November 22nd to December 21st. This is a person who dives very deeply into questions of spirituality, questions of life in general, kind of seeking out the answers. And you are going to be very intrigued to walk down and to embrace this road here, Virgo. And as you do so, it's embracing and really understanding much more about yourself and what you desire and what you need and what it is that's really sacred and sacredly important to you. So that's what that person opens up to you. And the Sagittarius energy comes through again in the reading. So here it's very powerful. You're very, very drawn to this sense of balance, the sense of understanding, the sense of blessings coming your way. And then we have the Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is an astoundingly passionate person. And this is a person whose fire burns bright. And this is going to be a person who's not afraid of getting their hands dirty, not afraid of, asking the tough questions and diving deeply into the truth of what they desire, or the truth as they see it. And so this really does open up doors and gateways to you, because this is a person who embraces passion. And then we have here your slew of chakra energy that came through. Your chakra energy is really working overtime at this point. And there's a sense of real love coming forward. And Virgo, for you during this time, it's a sense of falling in love with your life, falling in love with what you desire, opening your heart, your soul, and yourself. There's a sense of beauty. There's a sense of brilliance. There's a sense of I love, adore, and enjoy. And during this time, especially when we're talking about money and career, it can be very easy, and it is going to be very easy for you to get caught up in things, caught up in the prosperity that's coming your way, caught up in the way that you want to move forward, and the balance that you are having, and the passion that you are embracing, and the fact that you are seeing things more deeply and gaining a greater understanding. And so here, Spirit is saying, don't forget your heart. Don't forget to listen to your heart, because it does lead you forward in such a profound and at times overwhelming way. It does lead you towards a greater grace. And then we have here holistic health. This is healing. And this is also being your holistic health, your holistic self. That's what makes life much more healthy for you. So by embracing your holistic self, you move forward in health of body, mind, and spirit. But this is also saying, don't underestimate the power of herbs. Don't underestimate the power of alternative medicines. Don't underestimate the power of, energy healing or anything like that, because it's going to be so important to you during this time. Your body is going to be very, very receptive to it. But this is also following a truthful path for your soul and for yourself. And of course, I am not a doctor, and I just have to state that. But there is a sense here of finding that a natural approach to things, but also a natural approach to you. It's like, this is who I am. This is holistically, honestly, and openly me. And then you start to find the healing comes forward. You start to spread your wings. You really do so in the public arena. You start to spread your wings and say, I am moving forward in my truth, in my passion, in my power, in what I desire. And as you embrace this, you are communicating at a higher level and on a higher plane. You are communicating with what it is that you truly want within your life. You're communicating to yourself, to your angels, to your spirit guides, to divinity, but you're also communicating with others on a higher level. This can make communication very intense during this time, because what you're going to be finding is that you're communicating on this level and they're communicating on a lower level. So everything that you're taking in, especially since you are so able to see behind the veils of people, and because you are so intuitively aware during this time, know that your conversations are going to be multifaceted, multi-layered. A lot of people that you're communicating with, they're not going to be having the same conversation, but you are going to be taking away a wealth of knowledge. And then we have balance. This is the balance of the masculine and the feminine. This is the root chakra. This is the balance of the soul and the self, of what is desired, hot and cold, yeses and nos in life. And so here, as you're moving forward in a balance of soul, of self, of understanding, of greater truth. And it's opening up a pathway to you. It's opening up a sense of, this is who I am, this is what I want, this is what I desire, this is what I need, and this is what I'm truly looking at. And then it brings you to listening. When we think of the throat chakra, we think about talking, we think about communication, at least I always do. But listening is so terribly important when it comes to the throat chakra. As you listen, as you take in the wisdom that is around you, you are going to find that this can be almost a superpower for you here, Virgo, to really, truly, honestly and openly be able to listen to the world around you, to be able to listen to yourself. What does your soul want? What is the greater complexity of you desire? And so you listen and you discover. You listen and you kind of peel back the layers and really gain a greater understanding, a greater passion, a greater truth, a greater purpose forward. And listening during this time is going to be astoundingly powerful for you. Just sit back. Really seriously, sit back every day and make time for listening. You can have a cup of tea, sitting, having a cup of tea, listening, taking it all in, or you can be, just out and about and just take time to listen. Make sure you make that, if you make that part of your daily routine, and if you decide to hone your listening skills, listen to books on tape. There are free ones on YouTube. Listen, try to learn a new language, download, Duolingo. They do have it for free. And listen, hone your listening skills and see how surprised you will be as your listening becomes better. Because what is so interesting about our world is that everybody talks, everybody shouts, everybody wants to be heard, and far too few people ever truly listen. So we have the 9 of Pentacles. This is what crowns you during this time, and it's really great. It's prosperity, it's wealth, it's being able to sit back and kind of relax and enjoy. And that's what you're aiming for during this time, the sense of sitting back, relaxing, enjoying, taking in, embracing, greater understandings. And there is a sense here that there is a lot of hard work to come, but revel in the moments where you get to kind of put your feet up and really enjoy the space around you, because that is going to be so precious and that is going to be so beautiful. And then it brings you to temperance. It brings you to balance. It brings you to a greater sense of truth. And this is going to be something that's very alluring to you during this time. People, of course, born under the Sagittarius sign, or people who really exhibit that characteristic of diving deeper into questions, that characteristic of gaining a greater understanding, of seeing things more openly, more honestly, more translusively. And so here, that's what you're really embracing. You're embracing the translusive nature of what you desire. You're embracing the deeper sense of who you are and where you're headed and where it is that you want to be and everything that you're looking at and moving towards. And so here with the Temperance card, in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it is an angel pouring water from one cup to another. Now, in another deck, and I forget its name, it's a silver cup and it's a gold cup. So it's the day and the night. And what's very interesting is that the water is always poured between cups. And you would think that you would lose the water if it was just simply poured between cups. But you don't. With temperance, it is the fact that the water is never lost. It is always within. It is always replenished. It is always growing. It is always expanding. And as it moves from day to night, as it moves from the tamed side of your mind to the untamed side of your mind, as it moves from the knowing to the questioning, you see a greater truth. You see a greater understanding of self. And you start to find this balance. And you seek balance during this time. So that's going to be something that's very important to you. You are going to have a tendency during this time to say, you know what, that's it. I've waited long enough. I'm just going to act. I'm going to go after. And sometimes doing that will work out well for you, Virgo. It will. But during this time especially, it's like step back, find your balance, see your truth, see what it is that you want and not what it is that other people are really kind of getting you riled up about, and then move forward in that direction. Because here, with the Seven of Cups, you're moving towards your dreams. You're moving towards what it is that you truly want and truly need and truly see, and everything that is sacredly held to you. And I do apologize if you can hear my nephew. So as you move to what is sacredly held, you move to a greater understanding, a greater truth, and you start to bring your dreams to the forefront of your mind. You start to say, this is where I want to be within my life. This is my truth and my honor and my soul and myself, and these are my dreams. And they don't get to be locked away, held for, another day, when life would be kinder, gentler, better for me to start living my dreams. Because here's a little secret, and it's not so much of a secret. Life never calms down. It never gets to a point where things are just perfect and it's the perfect time to just unwrap the gifts that are held within you. You have to seize the moment. You have to seize the day. You have to go after and really embrace something beautiful and bring that beauty that is held within you to the table. And as you do so, you have here the Chariot. This is you moving forward in passion, in power, in focus, and in truth. You have here kind of the game board set up, very much so. You have the chess pieces, the white and the black, the light and the dark, the smoke and the fire. And so here, as you move forward, what you're really moving towards is what you desire, what you need, what you want, what is a part of your heart. Because the Chariot energy really does focus around the heart itself, focus around the emotional truth that makes up you, that leads you forward, that has you asking the questions, and then, of course, seeking the answers. The Charioteer is astoundingly brave, but that is because you're looking at all aspects of yourself. You're sitting there and you're saying, there's a complexity to me. There's a complexity to my personality, to what it is that I desire. And if I ignore one side of me, if I ignore the side that holds answers that I bring to the light of day, or I ignore the side that holds the questions that I bring to the night, to the darkness, to the quiet, so that I can ponder, so that I can seek. I ignore me. It's also ignoring the tamed and the untamed part of ourselves, which is a very big part of you during this time. That sense of there is power, there is brilliance, there is truth. I have to dive deep into it. A sense of understanding and not ignoring that there is a base instinctual self within every single one of us. And that instinctual self sometimes can lead the chariot. It's like, well, I want this, and oh, I want that. And sometimes we can see it when we're out or when we're just thinking about things and these wild, crazy thoughts come into our mind and we're like, ooh, where the heck did that come from? That is our, untamed side of our mind coming forward. And if we can have thoughts like that, then it's not that far from having actions. And so the person who truly drives the chariot is not the person who sits there and says, oh, I could never. It is the person who understands the depth and the breadth of the complexity of your human nature, of the complexity of you, and says, I can see the chaos that humanity is able to really move forward with and really embrace and live in. And I choose not to go there. And that's what makes you truly powerful during this time and truly moving forward towards what your heart wants, because you're looking here at your passion. You're looking here at being a student at your heart of what it is that gets you out of bed in the morning, what it is that moves you forward. You're questioning a lot of things during this time. And there is a sense for some of you, Virgos, you do have the luxury of being able to question, of being able to sit back and say, okay, I'm going to ponder this out. For others, there isn't that luxury. These times are unprecedented times in our world. And so here, it's looking at the passion and it's not letting the fear override, because the fear brings up the base desires. It hides away the dreams. It brings you into chaos and it moves away the prosperity that divinity is saying is around you. So here, as you look, as you discover, as you dive deep, as you embrace the questions, you start to see answers coming. You start to see connections being made that you hadn't seen before, things moving forward that you hadn't known. And as you do so, you start to really embrace and realize your passion, what it is that you want, where it is that you want to be, how it is that you want to move forward in your life. And then your heart calls to the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups, and one of the tarot teachers that I had, she said that the Queen of Cups was only second to the Empress in the depth of her heart and the love in her soul. And this is, of course, not putting in the zodiac to the elemental, to the queens, right? So here, there is a sense of this love moving you forward, this love raising you higher, this love having you see things differently, openly, honestly, truthfully, quizzically, more inquisitive, questioningly. There we go. As you are moving towards your thoughts and your dreams and where it is that you want to be, you're looking at things with an honesty of heart. And your heart is saying, let me guide you forward. Let me help you embrace what it is that you truly want, what it is that you're truly seeing, what it is that you truly need, where it is that you truly want to be. As you embrace your love, you embrace me. As you embrace your love, you embrace your heart. And your heart really starts to rise. And as your heart rises, you embrace a power that was once eluding you. You embrace a sense of soul, a sense of self, a sense of beauty, a sense of understanding that once seemed so far away. And you drink deeply of this. It's also knowing that your main power in life comes from you. Your main power in life is fueled by you, by your actions, by your desires, and by the way that you want to move forward. And as you look at this, you realize that you are a ruler of your life. And this brings you to getting the gift of the Ace of Cups, of God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, saying, here's a gift of healing. Here's a gift of love, of light, of understanding, of beauty, of connection. And you are most definitely taking this gift during this time. And this gift is washing over you. It is releasing a lot of the negativity that is held within the heart. It is bringing you to a place of celebration, a place of seeing things more openly, more honestly, more truthfully, seeing the hurts and seeing the blessings. Because the only way that we move forward in life is by truly understanding where it is that we've come from and where it is that we're heading. Which sounds super easy. We can say, okay, I understand where I come from. I understand my, the way I was raised and the values I was set up with. I get that, but it's more. Where do you come from emotionally? Where do you come from spiritually? Okay, what is the truth in your heart, in your soul? Did it mesh with the rest of the truth of your family? Or did you feel like the odd duck out? Was it something that empowered you and emboldened you? Or is it something that made you question yourself? Because the hurts that come in and wash over our hearts, they stay with us. And we sit there and we think, okay, I have the proper training. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to conquer the world. Watch me. And the thing that usually happens is that a person only needs to fail 2 or 3 times. Sometimes it's only once, okay, if they're not really used to it. But it's those 2 or 3 times that can make a person never want to rise. It's like your wings are cut. Your wings are broken. It's like, I can't. I can't fly. I can't soar. I can't move forward the way that I need to, the way that I want to, the way that my soul is longing for. And that's what this is healing right here. And you are rising. There's a resurrection of your heart's desire, of your deeper soul's love, of where it is that you want to be and the beauty that is a part of you. And this is part of your lesson for being on this earthly plane. This is a part of what you're seeing and what you're discovering to be able to move you forward to a greater truth, to a greater power, to a greater understanding, and to an embrace, a true embrace of your soul, yourself, your power, and your beauty. Because what you're seeing here are things that you've lived through before. They can be on a much smaller scale, but they are the things that you have lived through that have made you doubt yourself. It can be that you inherited them through your DNA line, or you inherited them through your past life self. And so as you look through your DNA line, it's like, what did you see as a pattern, as a truth that would absolutely be affecting your life? Is it that, oh, no firstborns get to have a happy marriage? Or is it nobody, ever gets to truly be successful? We are always, scraping together the money. What is it? Is it that somebody spoke negativity over you in general, you personally, and said, oh, you're not going to make anything of yourself. Oh, too bad you weren't smart enough. You weren't pretty enough. You weren't this enough. You weren't that enough. Who gave them the right? What you're seeing is that you're facing these hurts, these pains, and these disappointments that had defined you. And we see that in the public arena when you're crowned with the Three of Swords. These hurts, these pains, these disappointments that made you feel insignificant, that made you feel unworthy, that made you doubt who it is that you are and where it is that you're going and what it is that you want, and made you feel as if you just couldn't move forward. And so with the Five of Swords, you are looking at this pain, this hardship, this devastation, and you are saying, enough is enough. Now it is time for me to really honestly and openly look at me, to see what it is that I desire, to see what it is that I need, because I am no longer being defined by the pains of the past. I am no longer being defined by the hurts and the negativities that were spoken over me. They don't get to echo in my head. When I fail, I don't get to hear my father's, my mother's voice. I don't get to, hear the voice of my teacher, of a sibling, of a lover. They don't get to come in and take away my confidence, of a friend, of a person I trusted. These are all people that you were supposed to be able to count on. And these are all people that carved pathways into your heart, that made you doubt that you could move forward, that made you look at things and feel broken, feel shattered, look at everybody else and think, wow, they have it together more than me, because I'm carrying such hurt, such pain, such baggage, such, devastation of soul. Here's the thing. And, it's a secret, and yet it's not a secret. Everybody is broken. Every single person that you meet, that you see, is broken in their own way, and they hide it because that's what we do. If you ever meet a person and you say, oh, how are you? And they start giving you like this list of everything that's wrong with them. That's a pretty good way to, not ask them how they are the next time, right? So everybody says, oh, I'm fine. And everybody, edits their pictures and puts on the big smiles and says, oh, my life is perfect, until, something happens and you're like, oh my gosh, they were so happy. Everything seems so great. And you realize that it wasn't. Here's the thing. This is looking at that pain and that hurt and that disappointment, and it's not letting it ruin your life. It is not letting it take away your joy. It is saying, I face you, and I face you head on. I look at you, and I look at you openly and honestly and truthfully and, and powerfully. And I see who it is that you are. And I see how it is that you shaped me. But it was from other people's scars that they wound up scarring me. And I'm done with it. I'm done with it. And as you close that door, as you acknowledge that hurt and you say, no, you don't get to define my heart, myself, my mind anymore. You embrace the high priestess. You see deeper. You see behind the masks. You see behind the placating words that people say, behind the nuances of people, to see into their truth and to truly embrace your truth, what you desire, what it is that you want. I always see the high priestess of like the Oracle of Delphi. She speaks in riddles and she gives the most succinct and beautiful understandings to move us forward. But it can take a lifetime to figure out. And that's what life is. We're born with everything that we need. We are truly, utterly, and honestly enough. And so here, with the high priestess, it's starting to see that. It's starting to come to that realization, I am enough. I am empowered. I am emboldened. I am stronger than other people will ever realize. And sometimes that strength even surprises me. I move forward in my knowledge, in my truth, in my understanding. I hold my head up high and I say, this is who I am. And as you do so, you find yourself moving forward in strength, in purpose, in this sense of greater understanding of what it is that you want. And you look behind the masks of people, and it can be very overwhelming, especially because you do have the increased sensitivity here, because you have the washing away of hurts and pains and the hardships that have defined you for so long. And as this washes away, and as you embrace the deeper understanding of your mind, the deeper complexity of your heart, your soul, and yourself, it's like, oh, wow, the world's not playing. Oh, wow, she's holding a pomegranate in her hand. And when I first glanced at it, it looked like a heart. So you're holding, either way, both stain when you hold them. When you eat the fruit of the pomegranate, your fingers get all red. When you hold your heart, your fingers get all red. And so here is knowing that you're stained by truth. You're stained by your heart's truth and by the waters that flow through you, with the coursing of your blood. And so here, there is a complexity to you. There's a greater understanding, Virgo, that you're bringing to the surface. And this way of seeing, this way of being, this way of comprehending and understanding and diving deeper becomes such a part of you. And it can become overwhelming. So you might need to talk to your angels and your spirit guides, especially since you're moving forward in your career and you're looking at what it is that you want. You can tell them, dial it down a bit. It can become too intense. The truth that you're seeing, the everything that you're experiencing. And it brings you to the Eight of Pentacles. Your hard work really is paying off. And that's something that is very, very beautiful to know. Your wisdom has forged your prosperity. And you are seeing that the sacrifices that you have made, the hardships, the pains, the disappointments, the upsets, the upheavals, they haven't been for nothing. And that's astoundingly important. And then it brings you to justice. It brings you to your angels standing over you. And it brings you to a resurrection of soul, a purging of the negativity, a rising into the positive. It doesn't mean that life is going to be roses and butterflies and, kitty cats and puppies all the time. It means that life is moving you, evolving you, and transporting you. That you are rising in your power, and you are being raised to something greater. And you are being completely and utterly protected as you have this resurrection of soul, as you rise from the ashes, as you stand in your truth, as the hurts, the pains, the disappointments are purged away. Not meaning that they are not there, but they do not get to have the power to define the course of your life anymore. This is a time where you're really taking the bull by the horns and saying, my success is not being manipulated or, guided by hurtful anger, by, spiteful words, by people who thought small or couldn't see my vision and my dreams and my understanding. And it brings you here to a gift that divinity brings you. Divinity gives you this gift of passion, of purpose, of fire, of determination, of, claiming this gift and using it to be a student of the passion that gets you up in the morning, what, leads you in your greatness. And it starts off so very small, because here you have the mouse. It starts off so small, but it becomes so large, so empowering, so emboldening of heart, soul, and self. So let's go deeper. Virgo, December 2020 money and career. 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 Virgo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. And let's see the people who you need to be mindful of during this time. Who are the people that Virgo needs to be mindful of? December 2020, money and career. Who are the people that Virgo needs to be mindful of? December 2020, money and career. Who are the people Virgo needs to be mindful of? December 2020, money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. Also, and I don't remember if Spirit had me state this before, but this can be the energy around the person. It doesn't have to be that this person is, a fire sign energy, a Sagittarius, or a Capricorn. It is the energy that they are exuding that very much equates to the energy of these cards. Okay. So we have here the King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is going to be a person, Virgo, that you're very drawn to because Earth sign energy is drawn to Earth sign energy. This is going to be a person who sees the interconnectedness of things, but is not putting them together the way that you are. It does not mean that either one of you are wrong. It means that you're coming from very different places. But because you feel so drawn to this person, you're going to want to kind of change. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. You're going to want to change everything to kind of do what they're saying, but then you're going to realize I need to do what's right for me. And so you're going to take a bit of wisdom from them because the Kings of Pentacles always hold a bit of wisdom to them, but you have to move forward in your truth, in your understanding. And that then leads you to Taurus energy. And this is a time frame, April 20th to May 20th. This is somebody who's very stubborn, has this beauty to them that you glimpse every now and then, but they're going through something. And when Taurian energy goes through something, they dig in their heels a bit more. So here, there is an understanding that they are digging in their heels to their truth, to the way that they see things. And it doesn't have to be the way that you see things. They can also be a bit of a bull in a china shop when they talk to you. It's like, this needs to be done, that needs to be done, just do it this way. This could very much be a boss or somebody who's being just very bossy because they see things a certain way. And it's like, that's the way you have to do it. And there is going to be no talking. There is going to be no compromising. It's just going to be that way. And that's it. And then it brings you to the Lord, which is Aries energy, March 21st to April 19th. This is a person who rules, and they are going to want what they want when they want it, and that is going to be it. And that's not really, computing well with you. It's not really bringing you the beauty that you want within your life, because this rigid energy is going to be something through the healing and through the purging away of negativity that you're finding, I don't want that. And it doesn't mean, in some circumstances, we can't do anything about it. There are bosses, they could be, spouses or, partners, and or just somebody in your life who's just going through a bit of it, and you can't change the channel, you can't mute them, you have to live with them. And it's not being pulled into their rigidity, because they're going to really make this super rigid schedule for themselves, or this super rigid way of being. And you could have another energy just like them that's doing the complete opposite. They're being super rigid, but in a way that makes the other person feel absolutely chaotic. So just be mindful and don't be pulled into that drama. You have the Seven of Cups, and you have the Seven of Cups here. So that is beautiful. Your dreams are really coming forward. You have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you have the Eight of Swords. Didn't Spirit have me say before that? At times you feel like your wings are broken, and that is very, very much seen here. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Two of Cups. The Five of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Chariot. Okay. So what we have here with the Seven of Cups is really walking forward in your dreams, walking forward in the beauty of your soul, of your love, of your life, and saying, this is what I dream, this is what I truly want, this is where I truly need to be. And it's embracing it, and it's moving forward in it, and it's letting that love be a part of you, and you most definitely being a part of it. And as you take your dreams out of darkness, and you say, this is what I want, and it's starting to visualize. And I know people sit there and go, oh please, Dane, visualization, it doesn't work. Okay, if you just sit on your couch eating chips, visualizing, a good life, or visualizing happiness, it doesn't come, because you have to also physically work towards it. And you can get really ticked at me saying that and saying I've been working, my tush off. And I understand. I understand visualizing a good life, visualizing things getting easier. And the only thing that is happening is one more hardship, one more hardship, one more hardship, one more drama, one more trauma, on top of, and it just feels like it never ends, right? But if you stay to your dreams and you look at what it is that you desire, because of everything that you are learning about the complexities of human nature, because of everything that you are learning about, about how life isn't fair, that adds a depth to your dreams. And when you are dreaming, and when you are working hard towards your dreams, and you're taking everything in that is around you, okay? And that's truly communicating to you, and you're listening. That's when you find the balance between your dreams and what it is that you're doing now, and how it is that you can get there. Because you start to carve the pathways within your mind. And as you carve the pathways within your mind does not know the difference between what you're thinking and what truly is. And that's scary, but that's also remarkable, because if you start to visualize it enough, you will start to see. And if you're open to it becoming, if you're open to letting your heart kind of guide you and saying, okay, what do I feel like right now? And what should I be doing right now? Okay, Spirit will start to guide you towards bringing your dreams into reality. It's slow and it's steady. It takes time, and sometimes you'll fall off the wagon, but it is absolutely powerful. And it brings you to walking away from what you once thought you would love. As you look at your dreams, they're changing. Why? Because you yourself are changing. They're not going to stay the same, because you are not staying the same. And as they morph and change and become, and as you morph and change and become with them, you walk away from a path that might have seemed absolutely right at one time, but it doesn't fit you anymore. It's kind of like that really pretty pair of shoes, all right? Or that really comfortable pair of shoes that you used to wear all the time, but now they just don't fit you. It's time to let them go. It's time to let it go and to move forward towards your truth. And as you do so, you have the repeat of the number 8 here. So you can be taking things astoundingly seriously during this time. This is also 8 is also a number very linked to the sacred feminine. You have the high priestess here. So you do have that beautiful link to the sacred feminine. And this is also a good luck number. So as you're moving forward, yes, you're taking things a bit too seriously. That's why the heart chakra is coming into play, and it's saying, listen to your heart, listen to what it is that you truly love. Oh, I have the hiccups. I do apologize. And so here, there is a sense of needing to embrace your heart. And as you move forward, and as you walk away from what isn't, you have the Chariot coming up again. So you have the Chariot rooting you in your inner self, and you have the Chariot rooting you in the public arena. And the 8 of Swords is feeling caged, is feeling trapped, is feeling overwhelmed, is feeling as if, I can't move forward. Every decision that I make is going to be bad. It's worrying about everything. It's looking at everything and being like, oh my goodness, how do I? Where do I? And can I? And the mind keeps you trapped. It keeps you overwhelmed. And so the 8 of Swords is looking at things, and it is realizing that you're not blindfolded, that you can see, that you can fly, that your wings aren't broken. And it's soaring above the doubt and the fear. It's knowing that, yes, the doubt and the fear will be there, because fear is an innate part of ourselves. It's what kept our ancestors alive. We're supposed to be afraid of things because it's supposed to help us, become. It's supposed to help us stay alive and to evolve and to, and to survive and thrive. But in our world, fear is not, oh my gosh, there's wolves out there, or there's bears, or, lions and tigers and everything like that. It's, it's more abstract. It's not something that you can easily fight. And so here, it is not letting the fight and flight reaction that we instinctually have within us, that is part of our DNA, take us over. And it's learning that we can soar above and not have to run away. And the mind doesn't get to trap us anymore with the what ifs and all the bad scenarios that we can possibly imagine. And as we free ourselves from that trap, it brings you to the Six of Pentacles. It brings you to finding a balance, right? And as you find this balance, you find a greater truth inside. People can't keep on, and it's over you being a student, and it's over you being a queen. People can't keep on demanding, and you getting nothing for yourself. Of you not truly embracing what you love and what you desire and what you need and where it is that you're supposed to be. The scales have to be balanced because you're starting a new journey. And this is so important. Now, this new journey is in part starting the new year, right? Moving towards the new year. But it is also, starting your hero's path, looking what it is that you want as you take in this blessing, as the hurts, the pains, the disappointments, the angers, the upsets are brought to the surface and washed away, as you embrace a more sensitive time, which you might not be too happy about because you very much want to be that warrior that can move forward always and not let anything bother them. But here there's a sensitivity and a complexity to your relationship with the world. And now you're moving forward. You're moving forward on the path that is your truth. You're moving forward into and in the power that is such a beautiful part of you. And people might call you foolish, most definitely. But you are also seeing the bravery and the brilliance that is guiding you forward and that is guiding you to so much more. And it brings you then to the Two of Cups. It brings you then to healing beautiful love over the hurts, the pains, the disappointments that you are facing, over the karmic debt and the places in life where you just feel stuck. It's like, why can't I move past this point? Why can't I evolve past this? And it's showing you the patterns, all right? And that's your connection, that's your communication and your listening. It's showing you the patterns, and it's holistically healing you in love, bringing you to deeper desire, bringing you towards more. And as you do so, with the Five of Wands, you start to see where the pettiness comes in, okay? As you embrace your deeper knowledge, your deeper understanding, as you address the hurts and the pains that have defined you for too long, you start to see yourself moving away from the chaos, internally, externally, not being part of the gossip, not even liking the gossip. When people say, oh, tell me more, you're going to be like, oh, don't tell me anything at all. Or stop complaining, stop gossiping and being mean and petty about things, and let's move forward. That's going to be so important to you. Okay, Virgo, it's going to be the moving forward, the empowerment, the how do I get to where it is that I want to be? And how do I stop tripping myself along the way? Because this is you being empowered towards your career. This is you bettering and embodying what it is that you want, and then working towards that goal and saying, okay, put in the hours, put in the time, put in the dedication, and I will get to where it is that I need to be. Or else I will carve a new path entirely, but I'm not being tripped up by nonsense anymore. And it brings you to the Ten of Wands. You're putting down a lot of the hurt, the pain, the disappointment that has forged you, yes, but you don't need to keep on carrying it. It has made you into who you need to be, but it has also at times taken away from the joy that you want to have within your life, from the laughter, from the beauty, from the peace and the understanding. The Ten of Wands is carrying everybody's burdens. You'll have a tendency, and you have a tendency, Virgo, to say, oh, I'll carry that burden for you. Oh, I'll carry that burden for you. Oh my gosh, I'll do this. Oh my gosh, I'll do that. And the thing is that people have to learn their lessons. People have to walk their path. And you're tired of fighting, so let them. And look at all of what you've been carrying for you on your back, your dreams, your hopes, your desires, your heart, your soul, and start embracing it. Start lighting that fire and moving towards that truth. Because, again, you are being resurrected. You are being resurrected in your beauty like a phoenix rising from the ashes. And we do so every single day we get out of bed. We rise from the ashes of slumber into the beauty of a new day, but also into the complexity of a new day. And the Chariot is telling you that you are moving forward. It's telling you that you are moving forward in greater power, in greater understanding, and this greater truth. And that, yes, things get tangled at times, but keep on looking at things openly and honestly for yourself, for where it is that you want to be, for what it is that you desire. And keep that truth guiding you. And keep moving in that brilliance. Your subconscious spirit animal message. Virgo, December 2020 money and career. 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 Virgo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh, 4. So we have here the peacock spirit. Let it shine. Let the heart and the power of your heart shine. It brings you then to the owl spirit. You see clearly now. You have the high priestess here. You see clearly. You see things more complexly and with greater understanding. And that's why you're pulling away from a lot of the nonsense that the world is concerned with. And you're going to sit there and be like, no, this isn't the game that I'm playing. This isn't what I want. I am moving forward in my truth. And as you move forward in your truth, you have the elephant. You learn from the past. And it carries you into the present. And it brings you then to the white raven spirit. Trust the magic within. Trust the God's head within. Trust the power that is a part of you, because you soar above the rest. And that magic moves forward and it impacts and bleeds into every single aspect of your life. Trust in it, because it is astounding. Your subconscious spirit animal message is the scarab beetle spirit. It says magic works through you. Magic works through you. Magic works with you. Let it be a part of you. Know that the scarab beetle was sacred in ancient Egypt, and that this truth is sacred to you, and this magic is sacred to you. Your subconscious chakra message. It's clarity, third eye chakra. Opening up your eyes, opening up your third eye, and embracing that clarity, embracing that brilliance, embracing that greater truth. And it becomes such a powerful part of you that you see clearly. And at times you will have to tell divinity, dial it down a bit. It's too intense. But subconsciously, that clarity is moving you forward in ways that you had only imagined. Your subconscious person message is strength. This is Leo energy, time frame July 23rd to August 22nd. The strength of kindness, the strength of compassion, the strength of beauty of soul, and the brilliance of self. And you're going to find that brute force strength, bullying strength, it's not strength at all. It's brutishness. True strength is in compassion, is in love, is in understanding, and is in beauty. And that's what you're embracing here. The strength of your heart, your soul, yourself. At times, yes, do you have to be strict? Absolutely. But this is saying that there is greater power to you when you use a gentler approach than there is with others when they use the, kind of, I will get what I want approach. Kind of like a toddler having a tantrum approach. Your subconscious tarot message is the Empress. You really are seeing things so powerfully. You really are connected with the sacred feminine. And this is moving you towards power, towards understanding, towards truth, towards a connection with what you love and what you truly desire and where it is that you need to be. You're reclaiming your voice, you're claiming your throne, and you're moving forward in power. This brings you to your subconscious animal message. Not animal message. Sorry, there are animals on the back. Your deeper subconscious tarot message, which is the Knight of Wands. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You are defending your passion and you are moving forward in your truth. And you subconsciously and powerfully, as you reclaim your voice, as you reclaim, your throne, moving forward in what sets your soul on fire, in what helps you truly embrace what you love, what you want, what you need. and what is important for you to be seeing within your life. All right, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we move forward in love, in strength of self, in an opening of our third eye, in an embrace of the sacredness that is so easily overlooked in this world. Because it isn't about whose voice is louder. It isn't about who is more commanding in presence. Your sacredness, your might during this time is the complexity of your heart, the brilliance of your soul, your way to listen and to pull everything together. You walk in true gifts during this time. They're just not the gifts that everybody is used to. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Virgo.